First, you just got the win, rivalry game. Your fans traveled big. I mean, how are you feeling right now?
I feel good. I'm so appreciative of the fans that came down. That was awesome. BYU had a great crowd too, and it was just a great environment for a basketball game here. And I thought it was a hard-played game. BYU, I thought, did a really nice job. We've been preparing for their zone all week, and they didn't play one possession of it. So they were super aggressive and did a good job in our transition defense, their transition defense. So they didn't make anything. It didn't feel like anything was easy today, and that's a credit to them. And we struggled with number 3. I always mispronounce her name, so I'm not going to try. Falatea.
Yeah.
She was good today. And Gustin, I think she had 18 and 15, and it was quiet. She's a stud. So I thought BYU did a nice job, but we always seemed to answer the bell when they were kind of making a push. They'd cut it to 10 or 11, then we would just kind of rattle off a few and keep a comfortable distance. So great win, great day to be a Ute. Always a fun game to play.
It seems like your offense is very balanced. You have someone reliable on the arc, you have someone reliable in the paint.
Yeah.
What is it that works with your women?
Well, I think the balance is the key, and some of our kids that normally produce didn't have great shooting nights, didn't shoot for percentage, but that's the best thing about having a balanced team. We're not a two-headed monster where if one person doesn't score 28, we don't have a shot. So we've got 7 or 8 people that can score double figures any given night, and I think that's why we're having some success.
I think they had 4 chances. I think you cut it to single digits with about 4 minutes to go. What did you make defensively of what you guys did tonight?
Well, I put in probably our best defender, Deja Young, there with about 5 minutes to go, and she just brings such physicality, and that just kind of disrupted them a little bit. We also tried to just keep the ball out of Falatea's hands by doing a press, just kind of trying to disrupt their rhythm a little bit, not let her dribble up and get into that high on ball. So just made those adjustments, but I told them we don't even have to score again. We just need to defend and get rebounds. We also didn't give up another O board there till the last maybe 30, 45 seconds or whatever, but we did a good job there too.
How much about this is a mental game? I feel like your team just really stayed calm, cool, and collected, even when BYU started to kind of close in just a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's who we are. We've been that way for the last 2 years. They just are very even-keeled. And you saw we won. It's a big game, big win, and they just don't get too high and they don't get too low. And it's a strength when you're on the road in a hostile environment to just kind of stay steady.
I have to ask you about your undefeated season. I mean, what a ride it's been. You guys are accomplishing so much. What's it like to be the head of a program like this?
It's great. It's very validating. My staff and we've worked really hard, and my goal when I took this job was to get Utah women's basketball on the national stage, and we're doing that, and we're putting a great product on the floor, and people are coming, and it's been fun. But I stay in the moment, stay present, and one day at a time. I know that's coaching cliche, but I think that's a key to sustained success.
Absolutely.
You talked about the rivalry a little bit earlier. I'm just curious, like in the lead up to this game, was there any added significance playing BYU? And I know losing to them last year, like, did that play a factor at all for you?
Well, ironically, other than last year's game at our place, our players had no one had ever been here, players-wise. So, I think whatever I make a big deal out of, players make a big deal out of. So we want to win this game. It matters, but it's at the end of the season, it's no more significant than any other. And so we just are consistent with how we prep, how we prepare. But it always means a little more when you get the win.
You mentioned Young, and I know Sidbury played well defensively today as well. Like, I'm just curious, what do they bring in terms of versatility on defense, and like specifically to your rotation when you're going through it?
Yeah, we don't have a single senior on our team, and we start 4 sophomores and a junior. So it's kind of exciting about the future, but again, stay in the moment. But Sidbury was great today. She's just so active, and I thought she did a really nice job defensively, made some buckets, got some O boards, but she's going to be a good player.
Kind of an open-ended question here, but what do you like most about your team right now?
I think I like the balance, that we are balanced. Today was Alyssa Peely's day. They didn't have an answer for her, and when she's going like that, I don't know that anybody in the country does. She was really good, and they were doing a good job of staying out on our shooters, and so it opened up the middle, and we just told her to go to work, try to get her the ball as much as we could. But that speaks to our balance. So we've got, Kennedy McQueen's one of our best scorers. She couldn't really get going today. Jenna Johnson, I think, is our 2nd or 3rd leading scorer. She couldn't get going today. They did a good job on those guys, and so the fact that we have that balance still allows us to put points on the board.
Awesome. All right, thanks a lot.
Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you.
Incredible performance by you and your team, but I mean, the obvious here, it's a win over your rival. How do you feel right now?
I mean, I feel great. It was a great team win, and you know, we knew they were going to come out and fight hard. They wanted to beat us bad, so I think we kept our composure and we played really hard and smart. So.
Absolutely. I noticed that your offense on this team is very balanced. You inside the paint, you got the arc covered as well. It's really impressive. Is this just something that you guys have built over the years, or something that kind of is new to the team this year?
I think it's a part of the reason I came here, really, to be surrounded by shooters and just really open up the inside for me, because a lot of times I'll be doubled down. So now that I have shooters around me, you know, it opens up a lot, and I could create shots for them when I'm scoring inside. So it's definitely something we've worked towards, but I think it's working for us. It's our bread and butter. So.
Absolutely.
How much was playing BYU and beating BYU a talking point in the lead up to this game? Was it any more than any other game?
Yeah, I mean, we always know this is going to be a tough game. You know, I'm new here, so the rivalry is new to me, but, you know, I know how rivalries go. So, you know, we knew it was going to be a dogfight, and our preparation this week was just on point, and, you know, we did a lot of adjustments and key points to focus on. I think we executed well today.
You're an undefeated, ranked basketball team. What's it like to be a part of a program like this one?
It's unreal. You know, it's such a great feeling, especially coming into my 4th year. This is probably the most successful season or start to the season that I've had. So, you know, it's great. It feels good, and, you know, my teammates are great. You know, we all support each other, and it's just a good feeling to play with a bunch of people who support you. So.
I know you guys have had a lot of milestones already kind of in this early part of the season. Where does this one stack up in terms of what you've done to this point going forward?
I think this game really just was going to challenge our mental toughness and just our will to stick together and fight through adversity, and just to stay consistent through the whole game. So I think this is a big milestone for us to win this game. You know, it's a big rivalry game, and like I said, we knew it was going to be a dogfight, and we came out with a win. So.
I know so many people talk about your offense, but defensively, what did you think of the performance tonight?
I could have done better. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, the biggest thing for me is just to stay out of foul trouble, not giving easy fouls, so I could stay in the game. And you know, they have a great post play, so that was a challenge for me, just to step up and defend the post as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.